have brain cancer.
What? How can that be? I've been like jogging and eating healthy my whole life.
A person who's lived a healthy life is suddenly diagnosed with late brain cancer? That feels so unfair, so unexpected. And in moments like this, many ask, where is God? Why does suffering like this even happen?
To understand this, we need to know the two types of evil, natural evil and moral evil.
Natural evil includes things we can't control, like carcinogen exposure, genetics, and aging. These are part of living in a broken world.
Moral evil, on the other hand, happens because of human choices. Delayed diagnosis, unaffordable treatment, neglect from loved ones. These are choices or systems that fail the person. So what does God have to do with his suffering?
According to Genesis, when sin entered the world, all of creation was affected. Pain, sickness, diseases, and death became a part of life,
Romans 8:20-21 says that creation is in bondage to decay, but God promises hope and restoration. So cancer wasn't created by God. It's a result of the fall.
When people choose wrong, suffering follows. God gave us free will, but that also doesn't mean that we can choose to hurt, delay, or ignore others.
But God doesn't approve of injustice. The Bible tells us to care for the sick and fight for those in need.
So when family neglects and healthcare is unreachable, it's not God's will. It's a failure of love, and we are called to do better.
There are ways Christians have tried to understand God's goodness in suffering. These are called theodicies.
First, we have John Hick's soul-making theodicy, which suggests that suffering helps us grow spiritually.
Secondly, we have Augustine's free will theodicy, proposing that evil exists because that humans choose wrongly.
And lastly, the natural law theodicy. It tells us that natural laws keep the world consistent, but they also allow things like disease to occur.
None of these fully erase pain, but they show that God is still good and He continues to work in our lives. Now that all that's left is that what do we do when someone's suffering?
So what do? Be present and pray. We show Christ-like love by simply being there. Romans 12:15 tells us, mourn with those who mourn.
Give practical help, meals, rides, emotional support. Galatians chapter 6 verse 2, carry each other's burdens.
Also speak up for better healthcare. Challenge systems that neglect the poor or the sick.
We are called to be the hands and feet of Jesus, bringing hope, love, justice, and even in suffering.
Fear is devastating, but through natural and moral evil, we are not without hope.
God remains close.
Even when the world tells us
Otherwise.
Thank you for watching!
Watching.
Kaboom!
Kaboom.